Today we are making my favorite holiday dessert, pumpkin roll, and I have so much to say about this, so many stories, including the time we made this in Scotland where they didn't have canned pumpkin and our oven was too small to fit the pan. My husband was able to rig it and it was the best pumpkin roll ever. And what you're going to do is you're first going to start with your large jelly roll pan. You're going to grease the pan, add parchment, grease the parchment, and flour it. We want to really make sure that that roll can easily come out of the pan. We're going to add our flour. Today I'm using gluten-free. You can use all-purpose flour, baking powder, and salt, and pumpkin pie spice and sugar. Going to give that a good whisk and add your pure pumpkin. Then we're going to add 3 eggs. This is going to be a thinner batter. You really want a thin pumpkin roll because it's going to make it easier to roll up. Just whisk that until it's smooth. You don't want to overmix it. You can kind of see how thin the batter is. It's going to be absolutely perfect. Then we're going to pour this into our prepared pan. Just get all of that out. And it almost might seem like this isn't enough, but let me just assure you that it will be. You just have to spread it around really well. It's going to be super, super thin, but it's going to bake up perfectly. Just get that as even as you possibly can. You're going to bake this at 375 until it's done, about 13 or so minutes. Once that's finished baking, you're going to let it cool just for a few minutes, not too long. We want to actually roll it up while it's still warm, and I'm just leaving mine in the parchment paper. Now, this is something that is different than what a lot of people do. Most people will dump this out onto a thin towel that's sprinkled with powdered sugar, and I did that for years, but then I just started doing this in the parchment, and it's easier to me. It takes a little bit more care to unroll it later, but it's less sugar and it's an extra step that you don't have to do. Then we're going to make our filling. We're going to have some cream cheese, butter, and I'm just using a little bit of maple syrup because I don't like using all the powdered sugar, and I think it is the perfect amount of sweetness for this pumpkin roll. And I'm also using Neufchâtel cheese, which is lighter, has less calories than cream cheese, but you can't tell the difference. Just going to spread that all over your roll nice and evenly. You want to make sure it's spread really even because when you roll it up, you don't want the cream cheese to be thicker in certain places than others. So just do your best here, get it all the way to the edge. And as we unroll, we're going to carefully peel back that paper, and you can definitely do the towel method with the powdered sugar if you prefer, but this is just the way that I like to do it. Once you get that rolled up, you're going to wrap it back up and stick it back in the fridge for another 30 minutes before slicing it. You can also freeze this before Thanksgiving and then thaw it out the day before, which works beautifully. So you're just going to slice this up, put it on a beautiful platter. This is seriously the best Thanksgiving or holiday dessert ever, in my opinion. I actually would choose this over chocolate. And one really special thing I'd like to do is add some pomegranate arils, and it just is beautiful and it adds to the flavor. Such a perfect fall treat, and your whole family is going to love this recipe. I've got the full recipe for you down below in the description. I hope you guys love this and have a wonderful holiday season.